Just a few days ago, I finished reviewing the new 2-packs from 2016 Case B, and here we are with 2016 Case C for 2-packs. Now obviously this is going to be kind of a special video as I do have the case to unbox. And if you notice, I'm actually recording with a different camera. It's the Canon PowerShot G7X and I have it on a tripod. So I'm kind of trying out something new here. Tell me what you guys think of this down below, and hopefully this is not an awkward kind of case unboxing, because it tends to kind of be awkward when I open a case unboxing in my limited space here. So as you can see here, we have Cars Character Cars 2-pack assortment, and this is case C. You always want to look at that number. Made in China, 12 pieces. So there are 24 cars in this case, just like the singles cases, but this is 2-packs instead. Now there are two new 2-packs in this case: Brian Fee Clamp and Artie, and Dan Sclarkenberg and Kim Carllins. I decided to purchase this off eBay because it was decently priced, only at like $90 or so, and that's like $8 a 2-pack, so that's actually really not bad at all. And hopefully I can get this open here relatively easy. Now there we go, I poked a hole in, so I'm actually going to try to open this from the top so I can try to get a better grip on it up here. So I really was looking forward to this 2-pack, and I'm glad I was able to get one for a decent price, because I actually saw someone post on one of the forums or something with a concern that maybe that these 2-packs will not get mass released because of the fact that Mattel released so many of the first 2-pack case. I don't know why, but I'm having some major difficulty opening this 2-pack here. Here we go, I got them open. You seem to be all good. I will post the entire case contents down in the description below if you are interested about that. It's not that exciting besides the new 2-packs. I believe there's Lizzie and Stanley in here, Daytona and Tia and Okuni and Shigeko, and that is it. Hopefully we can get this open without breaking the tape. There we go. Alright, let's take a look in here for these new cars. Alright, we'll start on top up here with the two new 2-packs it looks like. Here's the one I'll be reviewing in this video: Artie and Brian Fee Clamp. Pretty awesome, and we can talk more about those later on. Let me just pull out the other one right here. I don't want to damage the card, that's the thing in there. Oh, very, very nice. This one looks to be on some pretty nice cards. So there are two of this new 2-pack, which is good that we actually got two of the new 2-pack. Up in this corner here, it looks like Daytona and Tia. Nice, nice. Hopefully none of these have tape on it like some of the other cars have been having. Alright, let's move those to the side here. Up next, it looks like, what else is this? Another Daytona and Tia right there. What we got here? Oh, here's Dan Sclarkenberg and Kim Carllins. I love the art for them. They look very, very nice. I'll be reviewing those in an upcoming video, not sure exactly when. Here's the other Dan Sclarkenberg and Kim Carllins. Up next, here we got Lizzie and Stanley, which is actually a nice one to include in a 2-pack. I have seen a few of these in store, but definitely not too many. I believe there's two of them. Yep, here's the second one. I believe these last three are Okuni and Shigeko, which I actually do not have yet, so I'm actually pretty happy to get one. It's a nice looking 2-pack with the art. I just didn't get it initially because they were both released last year. So after I take all these out here and get it all organized, we'll start in with the review of the package of Artie and Brian Fee Clamp. As I said earlier in the video, I will be reviewing Dan Sclarkenberg and Kim Carllins in an upcoming video, along with the other 2-packs in the case as well. It's just that they're not one of my top priorities at the moment. So now let's get started by looking at the package of Artie and Brian Fee Clamp. Now I love the art for Artie and Brian here. As you can see, we have Artie, which is the same art on the final lap version, and some nice new art for Brian Fee Clamp, who is the assistant of Artie, or the other person that appeared in kind of a box or room that was looking at all the camera scenes and kind of arranging all the shots for TV. And now in the background we can see Turtle and Cubby, which are similar to Nelson Blind Spot and Chuck Choke Cables as they are TV cameramen, along with a bunch of other fans. So here we have a nice shot of a Chick Hicks fan, another Chick fan back here, and just a nice wide shot of the LA Speedway. Great job about that, Mattel. As you can see, they are in the LA Speedway series. There's the Daredevil Garage app logo. And Artie is number 10 out of 11, and Brian is 11 out of 11. Now, even though these are the last cars in the series by the numbers, they are definitely not the last to be released. We still don't really know for sure all of the cars that are getting released in this series yet. Unfortunately, on the back here, we just have instructions on how to use the Cars Daredevil Garage app. And the description for the series up here reads, the tiebreaker race at the LA International Speedway will determine who is the new Piston Cup champion. And we have a cool shot of Marco Axelbender and Fred. Even though both of them are not being released in the series, it's just kind of interesting because Fred's in a different series, and to our knowledge, Marco's not even getting released at all. So there's a little bit more information about the Daredevil Garage app logo. Like I said, not that good of an app. It just doesn't really work too well. So I'll be right back with these two awesome cars out of the package. Now, Brian and Artie are not reporters nor announcers. They actually direct the camera shots at the LA Speedway and most likely determine what will be shown on TV. Artie was actually the one that spotted the fabulous Doc Hudson in the pit crew and pointed him out to Bob Cutlass and Darrell Cartrip, who were announcing. And eventually, Doc Hudson made it on TV in result of that. So Artie and Brian definitely have a major role in the TV broadcasting. So let's get started here with the review of Artie. Now, I did a suggestion video for Artie a few months ago, and if you'd like to check that out, the link will be down in the description below, but I'll go over him again. He was only released as a non-lenticular single in 2010, a part of the Final Lap collection, and internationally released as a lenticular. I don't really believe the lenticular version ever made it to the United States, just international places like Canada or Europe. I'm not entirely sure about the details because I wasn't extremely into the forums and collecting back in 2010, as I was only really 10 years old. Now, Artie is very similar to the model of Snot Rod, but as you can see right off the bat, they actually are different models. Artie is a little bit wider and bigger in general. As you can see, Artie's actually a little bit longer as well. And if you'd like to see a little bit better comparison, you can check out my full-fledged Artie review. Now, Artie has these nice pair of headphones on. I really do like the expression for Artie as well. Looks very, very nice. He's got this really cool grill that it's texturized right there. And here is the Artie from 2010, the Final Lap version. And right now looking at it, they do seem to have a little bit of variation in the expression, although nothing too major. If you can kind of see there, the teeth is all that's shown. But the 2010 version, you can kind of see a little bit of the inner mouth right there. So that's the only variation that I can really see. The colors look a tad bit different, but that may just be on mine. The rims look the same. As you can see, there's kind of a nice white outline tire there with some pretty cool rims. Same on the back here. They look to be the same. On the back here, the license plates are OTU 48, and it looks like the text above it reads lock nut. Don't really know what significance that has, but probably has some. And the rims over on the right side are also the same. Kind of weird that Artie has mixed rims. I don't really know why, but it kind of looks cool, gives it a little bit more uniqueness. And now let's move on to Brian Fee Clamp, the new one in this 2-pack, who looks phenomenal. He looks absolutely amazing out of the package. Just a very, very awesome release by Mattel. Mattel is really kind of, I guess, filling in their holes, as you could say, because they're just releasing all the cars that were shown in scenes that other cars got released in. Because I always wondered, if you're going to release Artie, why not release the car that was next to him? So I'm glad that they finally did 10 years after the movie premiered. Now you may think this is the same model as the normal pickup like Duff Rex, but obviously Brian is a lot bigger. This is literally a huge truck, and I'm surprised that they did not make him a deluxe because he is a big truck. Here, I'll compare him to the Chick Hicks truck as well, or the crew chief. I mean, he is a lot bigger, so I'm glad that Mattel made a nice new model for Brian Fee Clamp. I'm not really sure which is more accurate, but I'm always for new models, and he is a definitely nice and heavy one. And as you can see, he's got a nice expression with the headphones on as well. These big side view mirrors here, which looks pretty nice. He kind of is like frowning. I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure yet. He's got a decent expression, but I feel like an expression that looks closer to the card art would have been a little bit better. He's got these huge tires as well, very, very big tires, and I've never really looked at the base much, but I'm looking at it right now, and there's a lot of writing. There never used to be this much writing on the bottom of cars before, but now you can see Mattel, Made in China, Disney Pixar, a few date stamps or whatever those are. Not really know much about that, but I mean, I definitely prefer a little bit cleaner base. His license plate is 32592. Just kind of a typical spot for the license plate right there. And just an overall great release. I was really happy to see that this was a new model. I mean, he looks great in person. And definitely a very nice one to add to the collection. Now, just for comparison purposes, here's the Circus Pickup. I know that he is definitely not the same model as Brian, but they are kind of similar in size, just kind of the largeness of them, because the other pickups in the Cars universe are a little bit like smaller. The pickup here on the left is a little bit more up to scale, but it's just kind of a different shape. So that is really all for the review of Brian Fee Clamp and Artie. I'm not so sure when this will be hitting stores. There are a few on eBay from China at the moment, and possibly some resellers like Get Me Collectibles, but I bought mine from, I don't really know how to pronounce the seller's name, but it's like New Wheels. It's NEU-Wheels. So a pretty good seller. He shipped it very nicely, and in my opinion, a great price. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing and didn't think it was too awkward. I'll definitely refine that for future unboxings. So I'll see you guys on Thursday for a suggestion video. See you guys then. Bye.